Hi there. This week, because it's New Zealand Wine Week, I've set myself the task of tasting the 5 of Felton Road's 2019 Pinot Noirs and recording a video for each of them. So I hope you're going to enjoy these. I certainly will. Just a little background on Felton Road. Felton Road are based in Central Otago. They're in the Bannockburn sub-region of the area. They are famously biodynamic, and all their wines are made with indigenous fermentation. They're allowed to go naturally through their malolactic conversion. So they try to be very much a low input winery, or perhaps even a positive input winery if you're thinking about biodynamics. So the wine I've got, first of all, is the Bannockburn Pinot Noir. This is a wine that they produce as a blend of 4 of their vineyards. So this includes their MacMuir Vineyard, the Elms Vineyard, where the famous Block 3 and Block 5 are. That'd be Cornish Point and Calvert. So all vineyards within a few kilometres of each other. Cornish Point a little further away from the others that all sit actually on Felton Road itself. So to try the wine, got in a decent sized glass here so that I can swirl it and get the aromas, but very inviting it smells too. But first of all, the colour. The colour is a sort of a medium red, not really ruby, because it's got a sort of a slight purple hint to it, and there's a purple note to the rim. It's still a very young wine, so that's not surprising. So back to those lovely aromas, which are intense and perfumed, but at the same time, sort of the perfume is ripe fruit, but there's a sort of an earthiness and almost a sort of a slight hint of truffles in there, maybe a little bit of smoke, and right at the back a tiny touch of cedar wood, and you can see that's, or maybe you can't, but there are some quite obvious sort of legs of the alcohol and the richness of the wine causing those on the glass. Tasting that's delicious. It's medium to fullish. It's got a lovely smooth rounded texture. There's sort of a velvety tannic structure to it, and there's a sort of an opulence. There's plenty of ripe fruit, and the ripe fruit is on a sort of a red through to black spectrum. So you've got sort of very ripe black cherry, hints of fresher red cherry, maybe some mulberry, little bits of damson, perhaps even through to a sort of a slightly overripe black olive note that lasts on the finish. There's lovely acidity. It's fresh to the finish. The finish is harmonious. There's perhaps a slight drying note of cedary oak at the finish, but it's a difficult wine to fault. The alcohol, there's warmth and richness there, but the alcohol doesn't finish unduly hot. There's still fruit at the finish. A nicely balanced wine, a nice example of that sort of darker fruit you get classically from Otago's Pinot Noirs. So certainly one to enjoy, and I hope a really nice presage of the 4 single vineyard wines that are to come. Cheers.